Hi, my name is Joanne Na, and today I'll be presenting Exodus 18. I named this chapter the New Judicial System because I thought the chapter's main idea was creating a new system that the judges could use. So the basic summary of this chapter was, Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, hears of everything God has done for Moses and Israel. He goes to Moses together with his wife and sons, and then Moses tells Jethro everything that has happened to the Israelites, and Jethro is truly amazed. Jethro, Moses, and Aaron worship together and eat together. Jethro sees how Moses is the only judge and suggests a new system that he could use, which was to pick wise men as leaders and officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens of people in Israel. Moses then agrees that this is a much better idea and obeys Jethro. Jethro goes back home, back to Midian. On the side, on the right, I have a photo of, or a map of Midian, which is Jethro's hometown. Some repeated words that appeared in this chapter are God, which appeared 13 times, Moses, which appeared 18 times, Jethro 9 times, and Judge 4 times. On the side, I have a cute photo of cartoon Judge, which I thought was so adorable. So questions and answers about this chapter. First of all, how did Jethro first hear about how God saved Moses and Israel from Egypt? And I thought the answer might be, he might have heard rumors through messengers or travelers, or he might have heard it from Moses' wife, which is also his daughter, and the 2 sons. Also, why didn't Moses think of the system that Jethro suggested before? And I thought the answer might be he had received commands from God and probably only thought of obeying that instead of thinking of a more efficient way himself. Comments on Bible study tools. First comment was, Great men should not only study to be useful themselves, but contrive how to make others useful according as their capacity is, such as Jethro's advice, by which he appears that though Moses excelled him in prophecy, he excelled Moses in politics. And the second comment was, we have reason to value government as a very great mercy, and to thank God for laws and magistrates, so that we're not like the fishes of the sea, where the greater devour the less. I picked these 2 comments on Bible study tools because I thought they created a very good outline to the whole chapter, and they were the main ideas of Exodus 18. One comment that I found that was interesting and stood out to me on Bible.org/netbible was it is not clear how this structure would work in a judicial setting. The language of captains, of thousands, etc., is used more than military lengths. There must have been more detailed instruction involved here, for each Israelite would have come under 4 leaders with this arrangement, and perhaps difficult cases would be sent to the next level. Another comment that I found interesting was, this chapter makes an excellent message on spiritual leadership of the people of God. Spiritually responsible people are to be selected to help in the work of ministry, such as teaching, deciding cases, meeting needs, so that there will be peace, and so that leaders will not be exhausted. Here, Moses is the model of humility, receiving correction and counsel from Jethro, and Jethro is the ideal advisor, for he has no intention of remaining there to run the operation. 2 questions that relate to this chapter are, what does this chapter show about God? And what does this chapter show about people? The first answer to the first question is that my chapter shows how much mercy God has for us. But in the beginning of the chapter, the reason why Jethro set out to meet Moses was because he had heard about how God redeemed the Israelites. Even though the Israelites had sinned and disobeyed God, he still freed them because he is a merciful God. And the second answer to the second question is, my chapters show the people, humans, that they can take God's orders or creations and make them better. Moses simply followed God's commands, but Jethro tried to think of a way that could be more effective. This shows that we could take the things God has set for us and alleviate them in the glory of God. Credits! Yeah, credits! Wow, thank you for listening!